have myself a very smashed in front end Volkswagen. This is gonna suck, but we're gonna rip apart the whole front end and try to fix this. Pretty much we just gotta get this hood coil. So this right here, got a whole new front end, whole new used front end. This hood latch right here is, I don't know, 3 to 4 inches back where it should be. So the hood needs to come off. We're gonna do all this. So for right now, we're gonna start off taking off this bumper just to see what we gotta do next. And these are T30s. Torques. One. Well, there's not much over there to hold on. All right, let's go under, see what we got. Oh, I got the whole front end off the ground. Oh, this thing's got also a massive oil leak, so we don't know what's actually damaged back there either. As you can tell, it's just caked. I don't see anything obvious right off the bat, but we'll know more once we get this all off. They're not saving this, I don't think, so. There's a Torx right there. But it's not the same size, of course. These are T25. Third one right there. Got it down. All right, next we'll remove this bumper support. I'll just, like I said, we'll just keep tearing it down and see where we get. I don't see anything over there. So 13. Looks like we got some more Torx. So let me find what. Oh, it's got some more up here too. So we'll see if we find what size. Oh, they're all different sizes. Great. T25s work. Couple more. Alright, so that's done. And there's a fog light bulb broke off right there. So careful with that wire. It's hanging down right here. Now it's always in a good practice to, whenever you take something, all the stuff apart, you know there's going to be just stuff scattered everywhere. Put the bolts back in the holes on the parts that you took off. That way, see, like this Torx bit, I forgot. So we'll find where this one goes, which is right there. And we'll keep them so we know where all of them go. And I think next step logically is to remove the headlights since they're broke. I'm sure there's some down here too. You know, we'll practice on the one that's not broke. Okay. Yes, right here. Okay, that's everything. All right, I'm gonna need 2 hands for that, but like I said, do the same for the other side. Next up on the chopping block, I'm going to try to remove this whole front as an assembly since we're all going to need it. I just removed this one and that one, still same Torx. And Now I'm just gonna gently pull back to see what falls off with it. Kind of stuck over here. Okay. So this has to be attached to something, so let's remove it. And we'll do the same for this side. Okay, it's coming off. There's something stuck over here. I don't know what it is. Let me get back to you. Okay, so that was actually, I was missing 2 Torx right on the front. Yeah, take off all the Torx screws on the front, and that makes this whole thing drop. Now, this whole metal bracket up here, you just have to take off all these Christmas tree fasteners. This actually is a hood latch wire connector. So before I do that, actually, I'm gonna see if I could just take off the whole hood latch itself, which is just more Torx bits. There. So for lucky, this just pulls straight back, it looks like. And then, like a little maze, we'll just take that off. As far as this hood latch wire, I still haven't figured out how this works yet, so what I did was I just disconnected the whole thing so we can get this off of here. Now it brings us back to this point. Man, actually the radiator's looking really good, so I don't think we have to replace any of this. He's not leaking coolant, he's leaking oil. So you gotta think, okay, front end damage, it happened up here, it even broke the dipstick. Now, we gotta figure out where all this oil is coming from. I don't know what that is either. Well, I think I just figured out where the oil might be coming from. If you look right here, that you would assume be bolted in. So let me figure out where that bolts into. So yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna have somebody start it while I'm under there and just see, because I think that's where the oil leak's coming from. I looked all around. I didn't see oil in the back of the engine or the side. I only see it up front, so hopefully that's what it is. And if not, it's missing a bolt and everything, so I think that's where it's supposed to go, right there. Like I said, I'll have to find a bolt and everything. Word of caution, this car does not have an exhaust, so it's super loud.
Oh, I can't even.
Like I said, pretty sure it's coming from right here. Look how that's sticking out.
Ready?
Ready. Found it. Thank you. As you see from the video, this thing was leaking from this oil filter housing and not that. So, oh, well, that's probably why. It wasn't even tight. We'll check it out anyways, just to see what the deal is. See if there's any cracks or damage to this, but yeah. let that drain. All right, so there was no damage down there. So what I did was I took out the whole dipstick. I moved it. I put it behind this bar. And then I had to borrow one of these bolts that connects it to here. And I had to borrow that and put it, you know, there. But these are just 16 millimeter Allen bolts. But it goes. I'm gonna put this one back right here, like that. See, I just snaked back there. Oh. See, there we go. There, all that stuff's in there. Yeah, I don't have an extra bolt that'll fit that. But anyways, yeah, that's all done. It's an air hose. I've done this job before. This is a secondary air pump right here. And this hose is like $80 for like a 3-inch hose. It's absolutely ridiculous. So anyways, that's what I did to get that out. All these bolts are tightened back up. I get the hoses, and then time to put the front end back on. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as what I thought. A lot of work, don't get me wrong, but getting it all back together is gonna be much harder because we gotta line up this bumper supports right here, get all this stuff cleaned up, and start moving this up. And we gotta put it all back together perfectly. That's what you're probably gonna need 2 people. We're gonna try to make do with what we have here. So time to put the hood latch on. They cut that wire, unfortunately. That sucks. I wish they wouldn't have done that, but again, it is what it is. Oh, so let's put it like this, feed that through like so. We'll stretch this. Hopefully you guys can see, because I don't know what you guys are looking at. Boom, there you go. Here's the hood latch. Hopefully it works. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you because I have to have 2 people help. But we got to set this up, match up the brackets with those holes, and then put those 13 millimeter bolts back in. All right, got the new one on. That was challenging. Definitely needed 2 people because the hardest part about this is you got to get this new bumper support reattached to the radiator and the condenser, which is this bolt right here. Sorry, here, and then here, and then there. So yeah, once you get that done, everything just comes into place. And now I already got the other 13 millimeters lined back up. Got those tightened up. Now, obviously it took a hit, so it was not me. So hopefully that's enough. I'm gonna go see if they got another light for me. Once we get that, I'll get this light put in. Really no good way to film putting in one of these, just because you need 2 hands to do this job. So we'll try it anyways. Put that in there, and see if I can. Oh, perfect. Yeah, pop that out just enough. Great. And then it's just those black screws we took out earlier, because we know where they go, because you guessed it, we put it right back. Oh, we put it right back with the lights so that you don't lose them. Yep, so put those T55 bolts back, or T25, sorry. So frustrating enough, person they got the hood from, they cut all the wires instead of just taking them out. So before we even remove this hood, okay, there's that. Alright, so this is easily done. Come on here, just push in on that side, push in on this side, and it should come off. Like so. So that frees up this wire. There we go. Okay. There's a nozzle. Do the same for this side. I'll pop this out. On the back, near the windshield, it's a button. You push it and you lower it. Now we know that comes off. Let's take that off. Same thing with this wire. Like that. And then that. All right. Now we got a fun part. And this isn't even the most challenging part. Is now we can pull this through here theoretically. Oh. What I'm doing off camera is through those holes, figuring out where it's stuck at. Got it. All right. Look at that. Done. So these are 13 millimeter. And now we do the same for this side. Remove those. Plus all you gotta do is just take a flathead. This comes off and then we'll get the new one installed. But I'm gonna need help for that too. So thankfully pushing this wire through is probably super, super easy. So that was awesome. Probably the easiest thing I've done yet on this car. Now it's just trying to get these hoses back through like that. Or reconnect this. They only go in one way, so you can't mess that up. So I hope you would not. Okay. Now we'll push that back up in there. And we know, here's that button you gotta push. See, it goes like that. So we know this goes in like so. Okay. Now we move on. Okay, there's that and there's the wiring harness. All right, so. This thing wants to be a pain, so we'll do this one first. Got it. There we go. Same thing, only goes on one way, and that's not the way. That is. Here we go. Okay, put that side in first, closest to you, and you are now done. painful process of putting this gasket back in there. Oh, that was actually easy too. All right, boom. Brand new hood's on. They opted not to get a new cabin air filter, so I'm gonna blow the old one out. Put the cabin air filter in here, get this bolted back up, and then it's time to put a bumper on. Gonna film this best I can. Bumper's on. Really last thing there is seems like trying to bend these back to go over these pegs right here. Camera will not let me film for more than 10 seconds right now, so I quit. Anyways, car's done, bumper's on. It's a different color. It's on, it's missing some screws, but we got as many on there as we can get, and it just quit again, so like, subscribe, and see you guys next time.